Hello and welcome to part 3 of proving identities. Today also we will be taking a couple of questions. One question I have already solved in the class, but as many students could not join, so I thought of solving it here. So I will take that question in the later part. The first part of this lecture will be having a new question which we have yet not solved in the class. So, as I told you that proving identities or SCP can be used for proving identities, and there are nine proving identities. In fact, there will be more because some of them are having two parts and so on. So today I took a question which is also a very tricky one. The question is double negation. Like suppose somebody asks you to prove double negation P is equivalent to P. So how to solve this question? Now, usually we do not understand that many a times we are using double negation in our questions, and we solve it just like that, okay, this is how we can use it, or this is how we are doing it, and so on. But actually it is not the case. So you have to be very vigilant that if you are using a double negation in any step, then your proof will not be right. So you have to be very vigilant, very cautious in solving this question. So let us see if I can solve it. If I cannot, I will use one strategy. I will try. If I can solve it, it's good. If not, then we will use another strategy. But ultimately, we will be solving the question. So let us see. Now we will like to go from LHS to RHS. So how to go from LHS to RHS? So our first line number can be double negation P, right? So this is going to be the first SCP assumption. Now let me assume. Now, if you can pause the video and try it on your own, that how you will create from double negation P, you will create P, because this is the thing, or this is something which you have to work out with. It is initially very difficult to assume something, because whatever strategies we have discussed till now are not the strategies which gives you enough of idea about that, okay, this question can be also solved. So you need to rethink and recreate an assumption so that you can come out with a possible solution. What is my strategy? My strategy is to assume P. Let me see if I can reach the answer with this. Okay, so I took another assumption P. On line number 3, because if you see, if I take negation P and I create P, so I will get negation of P implies P, which eventually becomes P wedge P. But this is actually double negation P wedge P. Now this double negation I cannot remove from this question, right? So this is the problem, and therefore I am not taking this thing. So, okay, if I cannot take this thing, I am taking this, right? So I have taken P. Now the third line number, what I am doing is that I am adding P over here only. Okay, so on 2 I have added P. So this is the idea. And on fourth line number, I recreate P again. Let me see if I can do it. So on third, I have put tautology and I have taken out P. Because I can say P implies P, but then how you create? This is the way you create. Now I put a closure. Okay, so it will be P implies P, right? So this is what I will get. So it will be from 2 to 4 SCP, right? So I've got P implies P. Now if you see, I will get double negation, oh sorry, single negation P wedge P when I will be applying material implication, right? So I have applied material implication, I got negation P wedge P. Now if I use this line on this line, so I will use DS and I will get P, because the negation of P is the double negation P, right? So the negation of negation P is double negation P. So I got P, this P I have got because I applied DS over here, right? So this is the idea. So I got it from 6 1 DS. So this is the thing that I have got from here. And now if I put the closure, right? So if I put the closure here, so I will get double negation P implies P. This will be from 1 to 7 SCP. Now, this is the first part of the question. Though I did it very fast because I knew what I need to assume, what I need to take as the conclusion, or how to create the conclusion. It fetches the result faster. But initially, once a person thought or thinks of solving this question, it can get a little bit difficult because you are bogged down by this understanding that how to create a negation or how to remove a negation. Because to remove a negation, you use basically double negations, but then double negation you cannot use over here. So that is the challenge in this question. This is one way of solving it. I'm pretty sure that you must be having your own ways, but just you need to have patience. You need to be very cautious that unknowingly even you should not be using double negation in any of the rules, right? So whenever you are using material implication or whenever you are using ds and so on, you need to be very cautious that you are taking the negation of the negation rather than the double negation, right? If you are taking double negation, then it will not be a proper way of solving the question. So this is the way to reach from LHS to RHS. Now let us try RHS to LHS. How to go from RHS to LHS? So my next assumption can be on line number 9. This is my next assumption. The line number 9 will be P. Now from P, I need to create double negation P. Now what can be the strategy for creating mm, creating this double negation P from P? Let me see if I can do it. If I cannot do it, so I will do in some other way. I take a negation P as an assumption. Okay, so this is also an assumption line. Fine. Now what I will do is that mm, I will try to add negation P only. Okay, and then this is 10 addition. So this is what I have done. And on 12, I take out negation P only by the help of tautology. So on 11, I have applied tautology and I have got this negation P. Now if I put a closure, let me see. If I put a closure here, what I will get? Negation P implies negation P, right? So this is what I will get from 10 to 12 SCP. So this is what I'm going to get. Now if I use DS, what I will get? Double negation P implies wedge P. So this is what I will get, right? Double negation P wedge P. But double negation P wedge negation P, because I have this negation. I have because I am applying material implication, so I will get double negation over here, and I took a wedge and then I created because it was already there negation P. Now whether it is going to serve my purpose. Now this is the idea, right? That whether it is serving my purpose. Can I get double negation P from here? So as you can see that I am not able to get it, right? So this strategy is not going to help. Okay, fine. So we are not doing it in this way. We will be doing it in some other way. I will not take then negation P in this fashion, but I will definitely take negation P, and I will tell you in which fashion. I am putting the line here. I take negation P again, but now my strategy is going to be different. That how to solve this question. What I will do is that on this is also an assumption line, right? On line number 11, what I will do, I will add P wedge negation P. Okay, this on this line I have added here. Or I can do it in the, okay, let me see if I can reach from this way. So I will I do it in this way. So I can use a negation here on if I use this line and this line. So what I will get? I will get negation P, because if I, because this is 9 addition. Okay, this is line number 9 addition. This is the line. Why I'm telling you? Because this is how you need to think. If one strategy fails, then another strategy, then another strategy, then another strategy, like this. So okay, let me try. Now I have put P wedge negation P, that means I have added on this, so 9 addition. And then if I apply on this negation P, so what I will get, this negation P. So this is this negation P, and I applied negation P over here for DS. So it will be 11, 10 DS. So I have got this negation P. Now if I put a closure, suppose, so what I will get, negation P implies negation P. This is something which I am getting, right? Again, it will give me double negation P, wedge negation P. But then again, it is not going to serve my purpose. Okay, no problem. Let us try it in another way. I will keep this, I will change these lines. I will change these lines to another solving strategy. I take P wedge P. Okay, this is 9 addition. It is exactly the same which I have done here, if you see, right? Now, what I do, on line number 12, I apply DS, so I will get P. So this will be 11, 10 DS. So I got P. Now I put a closure. Let me see what I will get. Negation P implies P. This is what I am going to get, 10 to 12 SCP, right? Okay, fine. Now on line number 14, what I will do, on line number 14, I will put this double negation P wedge P because of 13 material implication, right? Okay. Is it serving any purpose? It is also not serving any purpose, or is it serving any purpose? Because I need to create a double negation P from here. This is also not serving any purpose. Okay, so this is also not serving. So what we can do another strategy. What we will do is, or in fact I can make the changes here very smoothly. I will add negation P here. P wedge negation P. Okay, and with this negation P over here, I will get this negation P over here. So this negation P is basically this negation P, and this negation P is applied over here for the DS, right? So this is the understanding. So what I will get a negation P here, right? Because negation from this I will get negation P implies negation P, right? So I will get negation P, and from this I will get negation P implies negation P. So this will be wedge negation P. But okay, this will also not help, right? So we need another strategy. And what can be that strategy? We need to have double negation P. So you get the point. Now, are you trying to understand that how we are making those suitable changes which are required? Let me remove this so that you are not having the confusion anymore, and you will understand now how the answer is created. Okay. What I will do? I will do it in this way. Line number 10, I will take negation P. Fine. So this is another assumption. Line number 11, I will do P wedge negation of P. So this is on 9 addition. So on this I have added. On line number 12, I use this negation P over here. So I will get double negation P, right? So this will be 11, 10 DS, right? I got double negation P, because try to understand. Till the time you are doing these kind of things, you are not getting the idea that how to solve this question, right? Or how to get the answer right. Okay, so I have got double negation P. Now what I will do? I will put the closure. Let me see if I am getting the answer now. Negation P implies double negation P, right? So this will be from 10 to 12 SCP. Fine. Okay. Line number 14. Double negation P wedge double negation P. This is 13 material implication. On 15 double negation P because of 14 tautology. Right? Now you have got negation. you put the closure here. On line number 16, P implies double negation P. This is from 9 to 15 SCP. So you see, I did it straight, directly. But this is how you need to do. Why I'm saying this? Because you need to assume, then you need to try and check whether you are getting the answer. Then you are saying that, no, I'm not getting the answer. So I need another strategy. Change the strategy. Change the strategy. Keep changing till you get the answer. So now you can see that we have not broken any rule. We have not assumed double negation in any step, and we got P implies double negation P. Here we have got negation of P implies P. Here we have got P implies negation of P. So on line number 17, what we need to do, double negation P implies P. This is the first thing, and conjoin it with P implies double negation P. So this is 8-16 conjunction, right? On line number 18, you will get double negation P is equivalent to P17 material equivalence. So this is how you need to solve the questions. This is how you need to think about questions. Look, logic is about practice, right? Once you will be practicing a lot, you will get the things easier. You will get the things in a very natural way. But if you lose on the practice, if you do less practice, then it is difficult to assume, it is difficult to conclude, it is difficult to work out in between, irrespective of the fact that the rules are in front of you. Maybe you do not remember the rules, but the rules are there for your reference. Still, you will not be able to understand the logical way of reaching the answer. So this is, or these are certain ways in which, look, here I told you directly that how you need to assume, how you need to get the answer. If you if you pause the video at the beginning and start for this from double negation P to P, you will also find that there are certain problems, or there are certain things which are not coming up, right? Or the you are getting stuck somewhere. Then you need to change the strategy, right? So even if I have discussed few strategies in the first video of proving identities, but they may not be enough. Then you need to devise your own strategies, develop your own strategies, and try to solve this question. I'm pretty sure that you can do this question in a better way. I'm not questioning that. But what I'm saying is that this process, how much we were stuck in between, then we change the strategy, try to change the answer. Then again we change the strategy, try to come out with the answer. So that is the way, that is the process through which you learn, and this is very important, right? So this is the question about double negation P. Let us very fast take the question which I have already solved in the class, but since many of you could not join, so a lot of students requested that that video or that question also can be something which can be put in the video. So I am putting it. It's a simpler question. It's a very easy question. In fact, prove the rule of exportation without using the rule of exportation. Now I will give you a very brief hint about that. What is exportation? P implies Q implies R is equivalent to P dot Q implies R. This is the thing, right? So let us start with the first line. P implies Q implies R. This is our first line. So the strategy is, if we take P dot Q and create R, so our purpose will be served. Okay. So what I will do, I will take P dot Q, right? So from here I can simplify P, second simplification, right? On fourth, I will get Q implies R from 1 and 3 empty. Now what I can do, I can simplify Q from here as well. I will write 2 commutation and simplification, right? So Q has also come. So on line number 6, I will get R. So this will be 4, 5 mode exponents, right? So I can put a closure here, and on line number 7, I will get P dot Q implies R. So this is from 2 to 6 SCP, and I have got my desired result, right? So this is one part of the question. Let us very fast check the other part of the question. The other part will be line number 8. My assumption has to be P dot Q implies R, and I need to create P implies Q implies R. So if I assume P and create Q implies R, so my purpose will be served. So I assume P, but with P I can see that I cannot reach. But again, as you can see that the answer is Q implies R. So on line number 10, I will assume Q as well. So on line number 11, what I can do is that I can conjoin P and Q, 9, 10 conjunction. So this is how I can do this. Then with this, I can get R. So this will be 8, 11 modus ponens, right? I can put the closure here on line number 13. Q implies R. This will be from 10 to 12 SCP. So I got Q implies R, and now I will put the closure here. So on line number 14, I will get P implies Q implies R. So this will be from 9 to 13 SCP, and then I will put this closure on line number 15. I will get P dot Q implies R, right? Implies P implies Q implies R. So you have got on line number 7 P dot Q implies R. On line number 15 you have got P dot Q implies R, implies P implies Q implies R. So you okay, I need to put the closure here as well. On I will make it 7A because I have already used line number 8, so I am writing it 7A. So this will be P implies Q implies R, right? Implies P dot Q implies R. Okay. So on line number 16, what I will do, this is because now it's just formalities, but still we need to finish the question in style. So, and as per the rule, so what we will do, we will conjoin 7A and 15, right? So this will be P implies Q implies R, implies P dot Q implies R, and P dot Q implies R implies P implies Q implies R, right? So this will be, if I write the justification here, this will be 7A and 15 conjunction, right? So I know that I have made it messy, but does not matter, it was just because of the space. So on line number 17, you should write it as that P implies Q implies R is actually equivalent to P dot Q implies R. This is from 16 ME. So all these steps done and this is how you need to solve the question. So the idea was simple, that this was a simpler question. This is a very simple one, you can very straightly solve it, but since I have solved it in the class and many of you could not attend, so I thought that I will take this question. But regarding the question with double negation, if you remember, strategies, look, everything is a strategy, everything is something where you need to do a lot of problem solving. So if you understand that and if you work on that, so irrespective of the fact that you are stuck in between once or twice, you will eventually find your way. You just need to work a little bit more. Thank you.